right?
Yep.
Seems like, yeah.
I figured we'd head into the city and
Yeah,
come
I
down
turn around. It
68.
just always turns to a shit show.
That was just weird.
I mind what you say anyway, because this new one running.
No, I think we've got sound now. That was just weird. Yeah, so we are now live. Sorry about that, guys. That was... Did you just get rid of all those comments?
Yes.
So we couldn't even read them?
No.
Oh, well. No idea what happened there, guys. That absolutely... I think that sums up our day, though. To be fair.
Get that away from the microphone.
Oh, yeah. That does sum up our day, really, of what it's been like. But yeah, no idea what happened there. That was... Like people were saying, we were saying something else, and then that was looping. And that was a bit bizarre. So, Moneybrook Junction, Mark and Lisa. Hiya, guys.
It's all a bit timey-wimey.
Yeah.
Moneybrook Junction has just come back on board. Apparently YouTube cancelled their membership.
Okay. I kind of leave you to deal with that bit, to be fair. I was none the wiser. So, what we could actually do is create a screen that has patron and members' names scrolling up as well at some point. So during the live, we can put... You've not in... Yeah, I've got an idea there. So, Paul Woods, good evening. Valley's 56, Chris. Smallwood Junction, Paul and Paris. Hiya, guys. Moneybrook Junction sounds fine now. Brian... sounds okay.
That
And
must have been a YouTube thing because nothing's changed on ours.
Or OBS. Because OBS has been playing up of late, hasn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it could be OBS, but I would think it's more in line with YouTube because they're the ones that tends to stuff things up.
Yeah, anyone else had OBS, the OBS issues again? What about anybody know if Anthony Dodgers had issues because he did the last time we did?
Oh, yeah. He had his on the Friday and then we had ours on the Saturday.
This is why I'm wondering if it is OBS because you deleted it and it just didn't want to get rid. I don't know though.
Can we blame Anthony then?
Yeah. Loud and clear. Super loop. Super looper. Do 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 do. Good evening, Richard. Good evening, sweetheart. Mum. Okay, Rob, I take a hint. Off I go. No more coffee and walnut cake for you.
The coffee and walnut cake's off the dad, not the mother. And I'm damn sure if I asked Charles to make me a coffee and walnut cake, Charles would make me a coffee and walnut cake.
David Green, good evening, sweetheart. Lyndon. Is your cameraman back yet, Lyndon? Sorry about that, Rob. What are you guys sorry about?
Who said that?
Moneybrook.
No, not your fault, Moneybrook. It's YouTube being an idiot.
Sorry,
which I'm convinced.
Okay, again, Hermitage Road. Pete. Hi, back from a loopy life. And Pete Delft Junction. Hello, sweetheart. Hope you and Sue are keeping okay. Timber. It's Tim, she walked over as you walked away. Paul SK, good evening. My mum says I have Grace and Rob issues. Don't everyone?
How much do we let that bother us?
Yeah, exactly. Lyndon, yes, he's been back a while. To be fair, we've not really been that active, let alone on our own channel, let alone on anyone else's.
Oh.
My mum bought the whatever that is.
Ingredients.
No, you weren't supposed to finish it off because she didn't write it all, so...
Oh, okay, but
what?
that's all right. I'll bring the ingredients.
On me.
I'll bring the ingredients and Charles will make mine.
Oh, Timber's in trouble. He's missing Lisa today. David, that was an interesting start to the live. Yeah, exactly. It's just sums up the day. All good, thanks, Grace. Nice one to hear. Andy Hot Dog, howdy, folks. Is that what you're doing now?
No, I was getting rid of that stupid heart. But I have just beaten Andy to it. I'm just saying.
Sun Breeze, John and Holly. Hi, Grace and Robin, everyone in the chat. Sorry we're a bit late. Don't worry. We've only literally just got here because the live itself is later because we've actually been at work today and tomorrow. But you've just missed literally the pub crawl in the shed because that is what it sounded like, apparently. So, hey, we've had our first pub crawl in the shed. Just no one else here, which is quite amazing, actually.
Why did it sound like a pub crawl?
People were saying it sounded like a big, massive crowd.
Okay.
So I'm turning it into RGJ and saying it was a pub crawl in it. Shall we start again? Hello, everybody. Hope all is well. Hello, Snowy Sweetheart. I will send the Leah. Do you mean list, Mum?
She's dyslexic typing, isn't she?
I was going to say it.
She has special needs, so.
Is that where I get it from? Is that where I get it from, Mum?
Blame the manufacturer, yeah.
Mary sent loads of hearts. Timber, you're in trouble, Brian. Oh dear, he's in trouble now. Ian Mellon, hello everyone again. Yeah, it's been ages, hasn't it? RGJ trains.
Yeah, we've already done one
better.
live tonight. We can end this one.
Yeah. And my Timber, what's new? What did I do this time? So, yes, Morgan has now been to the vets. Obviously, if you haven't seen the episode, we filmed it before his vet's visit. So, this week especially, he is back to his normal self. He's kind of realising that he's had to slow down. When it's sun, he actually listens if we say go in the shade. And he's taken
That's... If you stay quiet for a minute. This noise you can hear in the background is Morgan with his ball.
It's stopped now.
I think he's damaged this week.
Yes, the squeaker might be on his way out.
Thank God.
But yeah, so he's had a much better week. Now, we did at the beginning of the week have to slightly increase his steroid. He was on 1.5, but he just wasn't managing the full 24 hours. So mornings he was hacking a bit and he was getting upset about it, wasn't he?
Yes, it was scary.
And then we put him on to 1 twice a day. That seemed to work. So we've been to the vets. Unfortunately, somebody wound himself up that much that he came back, had a massive attack of it, then wound himself up because he was so scared, and it went on for a little bit, but then he crashed. So he is okay after that, but...
And he's found the squeaker.
Oh, God. I hoped he'd broken that.
But... might have to take that off. Finding getting a nana or something.
Yeah. But yeah, so... He seems to have adjusted. He realises that plays are more small but often. He actually goes out in the rain now, which is something he never used to do. He'd look out the door, see rain and be like, I ain't going out. It's as if he's taking advantage of what he can now. So he considering he can't talk to us, he is doing well in adjusting, isn't he? Still breaks our hearts, obviously. Like even at the vets, he can't even say hello to other doggies because he's so wound up. But yeah, he's doing okay, minus that little last night, but he is all right. But yes, the squeaky ball has not disappeared, and his original mummy, Rob's ex-wife, has bought him these amazing little like fruit ones. They had a squeaker, he killed them, but they're really squishy. So it's silent squishing like that without the squeak. So, so now we just get a blow of air. Do you want this? Come on.
Have that one. Please have that one.
I think he prefers banana because it's smaller. Banana's upstairs. So he has enjoyed them as well. But obviously we've had to get rid of a load of toys as well in the process because of not irritating his throat. Things with string, bits of plastic, tennis balls even. We've had to get rid of a load, so she bought them to give him some new ones, didn't she?
Yeah.
And he actually quite enjoys them. We need to still take him to pick one out from our local store, don't we?
Yes.
So, yes, sorry about
that. As long as he doesn't pick something with a fur or...
No, I think what we might have to do is look at a few and like line them out and then let him choose. That way it's safe for him, isn't it?
So anyway, how the hell is everybody?
Yes. Hi, Andy Keras. Who's that? Who's that nickname? I'm not sure who that one is, Timber.
Somebody in the chat.
No, not that I can see, although it is set on top chat. I think it's a mix, because Timber always does his mix of names. So that's what that could be. Please let me know if I'm wrong. Mara, hi sweetheart, how are you doing, darling? Oh, first cup of tea all day, that, isn't it? My dog pulls their toys apart to get the squeaker out. So Morgan likes killing them. That's the only one he hasn't. We thought this evening when we got back he'd killed it until we heard a squeak again. It's the only one that he hasn't killed. You're not helping. Hi, Joe Hole. Are these just loads of names you're making up, Tim? Because I cannot see these names. Oh, Joe Hole is John and Holly. So, yeah, the problem with Morgan is, like I said, he loves his tennis balls. He had this rope that was like a figure of 8, but it had plastic, but he chews it. But it's just all the potential bits of fibre that are getting in his throat that we've just had to go straight away, bin them all when he's not been looking. And obviously just trying to replace something for him. It's breaking our hearts, really. Still enjoying playing with his ball. Yeah, exactly, Pete. Don't we know it? Digger, good evening, sweetheart. How are you? And 156 Andrew, Shortbread Express. So I have just gone into how Morgan is. Darling, if you have just missed it, it will literally be a few minutes ago. Just to save me repeating, but he's doing well. He's had a much better week, obviously. Oh, that's what I didn't finish. So this week now, we're starting it maybe Sunday night, or Monday, because we're working. He's now changing down to 1 steroid a day, but he's now getting a cough suppressant, which, believe it or not, is codeine. And I'm sure...
Codeine phosphate.
Yes. Which I'm sure plenty of you have had in your cocodamols. So he's got 1 tablet, but split in half throughout the day. But obviously, because he's never been on it and it will make him sleepy, we need to be around just to see how he copes with it. But like I say, I remember with the boss having a conversation when I was ill about being a cough suppressant. I completely forgot about that. Marilyn, good evening, sweetheart. I hope you're keeping well. How was Blackpool? And this has jumped again. Yes, Maura spent ages with Dawn, Grumpy and Brian. Ben, I hope you and your mum are well. So I'm just seeing what I've missed now. 2 become 1.
Just imagine you're studying music and arts in Liverpool.
Yes.
In the Performing Arts Uni there.
Tom Houston, good evening, sweetheart.
And Paul McCartney and Bruce Springsteen pay a visit. They're doing a gig.
Yeah. Did you buy anything, Timber and Brian? I believe Brian has. I think I saw a post earlier. Doesn't cars know trains? Wait, you didn't get any wagons? Hi, Grace, it's Ray. Hi, all in the chat. Mwah. Sending you all our love, Ray, to you and your mum. Oh, and congratulations to your brother as well. I hear he did very good on his results. So, emojis, please, guys, as always. But your typing's come on so well, Ray. I'm so proud of you, darling. Recently came back talking more the famous Dawlish seawall. I really enjoyed it. We've done that, haven't we, Mum? Jules Holland was absent this year. Timber, did you get a humbug? Oh, yeah, they give out sweets or something, don't they? So, yeah, I think we're there. So, yeah, the problem is we do have to end at 10, no later, because like we say, we are working again tomorrow. And the fact that we've been working today, it's just been a long day. So I was thinking of doing painting on the cottage. Bits like the door, the tiles and that. Timber, I need to find you things to prime, and that ain't going to be done tonight. We only did filming Thursday.
I forgot to upload it.
Yeah. Wet and windy. Yeah, it's been awful, isn't it? I did more, but they were short, so I bought them a bag to top up basket. I only bought a new bed. Ah, when have you bought a new bed?
I'll bet Loki wasn't happy with the weather today.
Yeah, Anthony graduated college. Yes, I heard he did really well, sweetheart. I bet you're so proud of him. There's a BBC archive video going around from the 70s with a guy talking about model railways. Oh, cool. 060 trains. Harry. I could be wrong. It's been a very long day. Dawn Quest was a famous one this year. Raised an inspiration to us all. He's come a long way since he first came in the chat, says John and Holly, and that is exactly right. From Ray coming into the chat, Mum typing for him, now typing himself and typing so well you know exactly what he's saying. We are extremely proud of you, Ray. I think a lot of us here have seen you grow, and we're so proud of you.
If this is the RGJ family, I think Ray's at the head of the table.
Oh, Ray's at the head of the table. Ray's the one who's achieved the most.
Yeah.
Because his builds are coming on amazing.
And you got to love him because it's logo.
Yeah. For those with a challenged complexion, try spot welding at Hackney College.
Spot welding's easy.
Oswestry Road, good evening, darling.
Sorry.
Today.
Today.
I thought you only just had a new bed. I discovered Grumpy had the same affliction as I do. His fix is all pixelated. Good question. How do you add text to YouTube videos? I've got a couple of corrections to add in a video.
Who's that?
So that was Tom. So Tom, we do it. It depends what you've got for your editing suite. You can do it.
Get to drop us a message.
Yeah, Rob said drop him a message. Probably easiest.
I use DaVinci.
But you've also used iMovie.
I've used iMovie as well. And to be honest, I wish there was a few things in DaVinci that were in iMovie.
Hi, David G. Yes, I saw that YouTube video earlier. I think they put all the videos into one larger one. That is mine, not Dad. Oh, okay. So my mum's been spending money today and not on me. Feeling my love. In case Rob asks, here's the live for tomorrow. Already done, Andy. He beat you to it.
Only because I was getting rid of that stupid heart at the bottom of the chat.
Oh, dear.
Your camera's over there.
Yes, I know. And I've actually thought I'm going to bring this with me to crew for the camera if I want a bit of stability with layouts and that.
No, you won't.
Why?
Because that will not take the weight.
No, I don't mean leave it on its own. I just mean to give it a bit of stability while I'm holding it.
Monopod.
That's a bit extreme, isn't it?
At least the monopod will take the weight. That will collapse under the weight of the camera.
I don't know. I thought this
I
one.
guarantee you it will, Grace.
Because it's a Manfrotto one.
It's a Manfrotto
Let me know.
tripod, yes. Designed for a webcam, not designed for a DSLR. I think after 18 years, I know what I'm talking about.
That's me told. I bought you white overline on Thursday. My first live is scheduled for September. How's Morgan? So Tom, we have just gone into it previously, but he's doing okay. He's good.
That's West Street, also West
If,
Street. Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah. If you want a longer explanation to save me repeating it, nip back a few minutes. If one of our mods can get when it starts, so at least then we can let people know so they can flip back to it, that's probably a bit easier.
Or just type it and then control paste it every time somebody asks.
Yeah, but I don't know when we went back, so it's like, eh.
He's doing well. He's had a little blip yesterday, but he's not on the mend because it'll never get better, but it's more stable.
I love Tilbury Hill. For anyone coming to crew who wants shortbread from me, might need a big box. Who wants shortbread? I want shortbread, chocolate chip. Please. The Sven. I cannot remember your name. I'm so sorry, sweetheart, or unless it is Sven. Good evening, by the way. I hope you're keeping okay. My second live is scheduled for 9.2029. We'll hold you to that, Timber, like my mum is holding 10 years for Christmas Eve.
Send me a link. I'm looking for a... Well...
my mum...
I like how your mum tries to insult us, but then spells it badly, so she looked like the Muppet.
Yeah, but you know the funny thing about it? Kinnison. Think it's kind of like... Are you sure you want to watch that live? Because that might be the one with Rob and him together. They've started going off OnlyFans onto live streams.
Rob and Tim? You just said Rob and Tim.
Oh, Rob and Bri. My head's... I was going to swear them. Dara, good evening, sweetheart. Surfy, I thought your Lex and I live was after Andy's tomorrow, huh? Timber's going live tomorrow. Hello, Grace. I know, famous in crew. What next? Red carpet. No, the red carpet will be when somebody gets that horse and I've got to go in with a nude bodysuit. Then there needs to be a red carpet. I'm adding these things. No, I'm adding it in because it wasn't done last year, so I'm allowed to add terms and conditions.
No.
Yep.
You're supposed to be nude.
You want me nude in front of everybody.
Well, go for it.
Nude bodysuit, thank you very much.
Can you imagine the takings that Jason would have? You could get a percentage of it.
So you want Jason to pimp me out?
Yeah. Why not?
I don't think Rob's coming to crew, guys. Can someone give me a lift, please? Timber, you're this way. Do you mind giving me a lift, please, darling? Not me.
Speedy recovery from Morgan. Sadly, he won't recover from it. The collapse in trachea, it's a permanent thing. It's just all about stopping it getting worse.
And I see. So it is Harry, isn't it? Guys, my channel is mostly Scout Electric car stuff. Next week I start my model rail journey on my channel and finish slot car stuff. Please bear with me.
Oh, brilliant.
Fantastic. The only thing I will say, if you find your views are like really, really low, possibly start a new channel, because across any social media, it really doesn't like you mixing things. So the algorithm might be built for your slot car stuff, not your railway stuff. Oh, Harry, thank you, Dara. It's, like I said, long day. No, Grace. Mav volunteers. What do you volunteer for, Mav? What's Mav volunteering for?
I don't know, it's probably what...
Good evening, by the way.
Probably something to do with you being naked.
Yeah, but I didn't say about holding anything, so... I hope crew goes well. I'm exhibiting in Exeter that week. Well, why not look for next year and join us next year? Yes, I'm doing model rail crew stuff for 2026 because that's just what happened. No hot dog. Oh, he's not doing a live. Crew model rail and naked horse rides. I'm thinking of cancelling Robin Grace's invite for December 2035. What should I do, guys? Okay, be right back. I'll be well dressed. So yes, I think what I'm going to do is try and get them done to this little cottage. Because obviously there's not a massive time for things tonight. Now, I've got the white, but I think that bone colour's really coming in handy, actually. I might need just a little bit of plaster, because it is white. It does dry white. I'm showing the camera like you can see it. Or possibly it's developed that slight yellow tinge from someone that's a smoker in their layout. That's possibly what it is. Understand that, Grace, but I'll never be big, so I'll chance it. Yeah, only just saying, sweetheart, just so it's there in case.
And trust me, we'll help you get subscribers.
Are you well, Mav? And Mr. Shays, good evening. Which one's that? Oh, that chocolate chip one.
Oh, what's that one? I didn't realise they're all different flavours.
Yeah, caramel and cherry.
Do you like cherry?
Yes. No, I wanted the chocolate chip.
I don't like cherry.
Yeah, but you like caramel.
Yeah, we both like caramel.
No, I like chocolate chip. I got that specifically to have a chocolate chip one.
You like cherry?
Yeah, but I got the chocolate chip specifically to have a chocolate chip.
Okay, you like cherry.
Yeah, but I wanted chocolate chip.
Then why did you get cherry?
Because it was in my multi-pack, so I had no choice. And at that price, it's a lot cheaper than buying me other muffins. I'm going to have to buy another pack tomorrow now, aren't I? And you'll still pinch a chocolate chip. How many times in that sentence did I say chocolate chip? We need a little counter.
I'm going to rewind it now and actually tell you.
Chocolate chip. So, yes, we've obviously got the cottage here, not chocolate chips. I'm going to give him a task. How many times? I don't know myself, but how many times? Bye. Why do people love it when we fight? That's not good, guys. Had my MRI results back early in the week. Nothing has changed since my operation 1989. So being discharged for another 18 months. Oh, fantastic. I didn't realise there was something there. And if that's John or Holly, I'm assuming John because I really don't know. But that is good news. Oh, Paul Grace says Shortbread Express. Mav says domestic. What's going on with horses? You need to borrow a horse, guys. Says Digger. Oh, is it not that good? Is it like that cheap, nasty? Is it dry?
You try it. I don't like it. Why are they looking at an empty cottage?
Because that's what I'm going to be working on. I could use another cup of tea. Scrap. Anyone seen my muffin man? Where's my cake? Cherry cake.
What about Digger? What's going on with the horse?
You mean what I've already just read?
Okay. Do you blame me? You do miss comments.
And so do you.
No, I don't. I just mention ones that have already been said. I don't miss. I just thought it was a comment so good it needed to be said twice.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? That's Moto. So nice. You see it twice. That's from a Madagascar film as well. Second one. Yes, I've got 4 horses at the minute.
Shall I say that one again?
Someone is gonna bring a horse to Model Rail Crew one of these days, aren't they? And I'm gonna be out of luck. But yeah. So
I have to go to a nude.
Yeah, well, I need a nude suit. That is, I think, like fair. So yeah, obviously the cottage itself, it is really old, but I think the wash itself, because I've been using a bit of water to get rid of when I've filled it in. Oh, that looks like that might not be sealed. I'll have to check after.
And for those that have recently joined us, the random noise in the background is Morgan chewing one of his toys.
But I'm going to redo it with a pained grey. Well, maybe add it a bit lighter because that might be a bit dark actually. Okay, Morgs, we get the point.
You can't tell him off, can you?
No, this is the only problem. Although we did get a little bit obsessed with it the other day.
Yes. We got to tap on the nose.
Yes, you got a bit possessive.
And I do mean a tap, literally a tap.
Yeah, nobody's going to think that you abuse him. Jesus. You might abuse me.
I'm going to abuse him. I'm going to abuse him soon. The amount he's bleeding costing him vet bills.
No,
I'll have to sell you, Morgan.
Just make him pay.
Sell you and make to pay for the vet bills. Do they do doggy credit cards?
Yeah. They'd probably have a better credit rating than me.
That's not difficult.
So yeah, I'm going to try with this grey, but I might need to lighten it because obviously up here especially, I would think a farm cottage like that would be slate, wouldn't it? Are you reading comments?
I will do in a second. Bear with me.
Can I have that, please?
Where are you up to on the comments?
Hi, good news. Lives in Durin Lane. Oh, Larry, good evening, darling. How are you? Lyndon, I've hit 30k views since I started going. Good, methinks. Nice one, buddy. Always nice to hit a goal.
Mods, don't worry. As always, you can share some links.
Timber won't like me, but I might have to use a smaller paintbrush because most of mine are in soak because I've used them for glue and whatnot. though. I don't actually have many paintbrushes here at the moment.
Brian's had an update on his
And the big
train
one.
touch site.
I found a big one, Rob, and it's wet.
You found a big one and it's wet.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Paintbrush, of course.
Oh, okay.
Why? What did you think I was talking about?
Digger. Yes, you're more than welcome to ride one of my horses. The latest one we got is a big lad, 18 hands,
Oh,
but a gentle ride.
you know what? I've always preferred riding bigger horses.
You are going to be crap out of luck. You know that, don't you? One year, someone is going to turn up with a horse.
Can I make it
And
18 hands? So
don't
it's not
forget,
as easy?
Shetland ponies do count.
No, they don't. You'd break their back. They also have another nickname which I can't say on my live. Horsey people, you know exactly what I mean.
Larry says he's learned a lot from people here. Well, that's good to hear. Apart from us, there are some extremely knowledgeable people in this group.
Apart from us, you
Apart
including
from
us
us,
in that.
Yeah. Yeah, everything you watch from us, you have to leave it 10 minutes and think about it, and then don't do it the same way.
I'm just going to paint this first and see what it looks like. Just a little test bit. The only problem with this Payne's grey is it's actually got really blue tint to it. And I'm not sure I like that about it.
You do get blue tints in slate.
No,
But
I know.
it depends how much blue, obviously.
That's what I mean. It's quite blue.
Timber, I thought they were her horses, Digger. Yes, they are. Timber Surf, I'm just a financier. You can chill a bit, Morgan, seriously.
Yeah, can I actually make it more difficult and say it has to be an 18-hand horse? Because that way not many people have them.
Yeah, but we can also mention there could be 18 action man hands.
How can I ride a horse that's action man hands that small? That wouldn't be possible.
Timber, you're not allowed to rent them out to get some money back.
What are we talking about now?
I'm not sure.
That could be taken in so many different ways.
Oh, we're talking about Morgan. Are we talking about Morgan?
No, I don't know at this
Now,
point.
cover your eyes then at Penitent Central 2.0. It's happening. 18-inch horse, yeah. That's what your mum says.
Morgan! What are you doing?
He's trying to give you the ball.
Oh. This is a problem when we're out all day. He wants to play.
Digger, no, they are free, Grace, to ride under the circumstances. In other words, Digger is encouraging you to ride nude at Model Rail Cruise.
Yes, but would his missus really want him to bring a horse just for me to ride nude?
And if it's a 2-day event, you have to ride it twice.
Fine, our open railway show that obviously Jason's not here to actually know, but our open model rail crew, you know, are riding on a horse.
Back when Obsessed is, remind me.
Mikey.
Mikey says, 00 gauge building is coming on nicely, Grace.
Thank you, buddy. Although I'm still not sure on this. I think it's too blue. Do you want to come and see what you think before I do too much of it?
Where are we? That could be too dark, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's a bit... But if you add more white to it, it goes very blue.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to do a black and then grey it on.
It could be wet.
Well, in Wales, that's not a hard possibility.
No. Especially considering how bad it's been today with the weather.
Yeah.
Hey, Snowy. I bet Loki wasn't pleased with the weather today. Maria, thank God I'm not going.
I agree. I concur.
You beat me to that. I am not taking the muck for that. You beat me to it. I'm not saying I wasn't thinking it.
I do concur.
I do. Lyndon, Lady Godiva, Grace. That's what the point
mug.
is.
That's what the mug is. That Jeff did. Yeah, what I might do actually, guys, is just do one side, let it dry.
Digger Evans, it could be worse. You could be riding the entire streets of Coventry like Godiva had to do. It could be worse. It could be your mum doing a Lady Godiva.
Mum, how long's it been since you've ridden a horse?
I think I might have just puked in my mouth a little. Your mum's going to kill me, isn't she?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Possibly. Maybe. Definitely.
No, she needs me to drive her car.
Yeah, wait until I've got my licence and then she'll be like, right.
Yeah, Rob don't need to drive it. Grace can.
Yeah.
But your mum values her life too much.
So you trust me in your own car with me driving, but yet my mum doesn't. How did that work out?
Oh, well, it's only a Skoda anyway, isn't it? So it doesn't matter. And this is where I've just upset 5 people in the chat who own Skodas.
Yeah.
Snowy. No, he wasn't. We got soaked. I thought I'd bought him another squeaky toy to make up. Well, Snowy, does he not kill the squeakers? Because Morgan loves killing the squeakers.
The shit do here.
I think his record was Christmas Day when he was bought some more. And I think it lasted about 10 seconds, literally.
Well, no, to be fair, the fruit as well didn't last long.
Timber, how's the driving going, Grace?
Though, obviously, there has been a bit of a break since everything, since my scan, since... Yeah, it's been a bit mad. I have
Admiral Insurance can go kiss my...
behind.
Yes, because they wouldn't insure Grace.
So that also put a stop in things, because I was going out with Snowy, but obviously life's just been mental both sides. So we haven't got out with that. Plus cutting hours, it's obviously extra money, but I haven't even been able to go out in ours because of the dingbat insurance.
Caboose. Hello everyone from across the pond. And welcome in, bud. I hope you're keeping okay.
I should know his name.
Right, there's no stopping me burning through the sky. I can't remember the name of the song now. I'm singing it in my head.
Trying to get to the chorus to get the word.
Yeah.
This might be alright when dried, actually, guys, but I think I'm best doing a test side. Really, I should have done a littler panel, but...
Your mum says, Rob, you are not worth doing time for.
Ooh.
Would I be harsh if I said she was?
I don't know, actually.
Leave a bit dry off.
I think could do with getting it in natural light as well. And probably what doesn't help is this is so
Well, it
old.
won't be natural light, will it? Because there's not going to be any natural light in the shed.
Fine, put it in its position and see what it looks like. But this is obviously a very harsh light, really, isn't it? Although it doesn't look any different on the camera. Weirdly.
I'm still singing it, Bri.
You didn't start the fire.
Wrong song, Dib.
No, I know, but that one came into my head.
And Simon Trains. Welcome in, bud. Hope you're keeping well.
He misses all the fun. I tell you what, he always comes in after it's all happened.
Snowy says, yeah, he does kill most of them, but found a couple he's not managed yet. Give him time. Give him time.
Let me guess, the one that looks exactly like this one's just a different colour.
Paul tripped Brian up, stopped you now.
Oh dear.
There goes. That was a good one. Paul Woods, hi, Simone. And Simon's replied, hello, Pauline. Oh, handbags at dawn, these two.
It's a different kind of night, this one.
Simon, first word I heard was Rob talking about kissing his...
You always seem to come in at the right times, though.
Yeah,
to be fair.
Simon does come in at the right time.
And I
to
think,
suitably twist things.
and I think
But at least we're not talking about balls again.
now we are, because you just said it.
Yes.
Although I do miss my coconut balls.
What, chocolate balls or salty balls?
No, got to be coconut. Rob,
Yo!
got a minute to go.
Yeah, 2 secs. Come in now. You take the comments. I just kicked Morgan in the head.
Oh, that's not good. Do you want to make me a cuppa?
No.
Oh, thanks. Alexa. Oh, there we go. Hey, Grace, you got a great voice. Oh, I was only mucking around, caboose. Now that's a fault for 21st. What is? Sorry, Mum. Sorry, my mind's gone blank. Rob, Queen, don't stop me now. Chocolate salty. Oh dear, here we go again. Yeah, this isn't actually looking as bad now it's dried. It does look a bit more in it, but I'm just trying to give it a lighter coat. For some reason, it doesn't actually look... Hang on. I've just realised, guys. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Have I been doing anything on the camera? Because I've just realised that hasn't changed. Or is it working for you guys? Fire. What, you're going to light a fire on the 21st? Yeah, that's just the point. Can you guys actually see what I'm doing? Because like I said, I've just looked at the camera and it's frozen. Well, why has nobody said anything? Okay. So, looks like this is playing up again. Even though it's plugged in. How did we do this last time? Guess what? I've been doing work.
Yes.
And it's not showing the camera again. And I've just asked everyone, and now they've just told me that it isn't showing. Because I thought it still wasn't showing it looking that much.
Okay, hold a second.
But it's frozen. That's it, put your hand in. I did. The shed. You are not setting fire to the shed, Mother. Picture hasn't changed for some time. Yeah, well, you guys could have told me.
No, it has. It's literally frozen, hasn't it?
Yeah. Can't see your non-moving house with what you're doing now.
Oh, take it back out, unplug that.
Thank you, Timber.
Put it back over to the base camera for now.
Yeah. Right, who's in charge of camera?
Just put that there for now.
Sorry for not answering. So,
Use that one for now.
what you will actually see now is a noticeable difference in the roofs. How come it's our fault? Because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing and not looking at the camera. So as you know where I live. Yeah, exactly. I thought we were just chatting. Oh, chatting with nothing. I just stayed back. So yeah, now you guys can actually see what I've done. So it has definitely got a blue.
Strange.
Yeah, it is a bit. And it doesn't like the wet, so I can lighten it a touch, but...
I wonder if it's the particular USB port it doesn't like. Maybe.
Yes, because it only troubled since you put it in there.
Oh, camera not working.
Yeah, but the sound's working from it. Look at it, it's recording the sound again.
Yeah, that's off the siren.
Oh, off the same as well. Look at the other razor that's silent. The bars are moving.
That's not that. That's that.
But that's not called the razor.
No, I know it isn't. Trust me.
How weird.
Can you not, please?
So yeah, I'm going to leave this like this for now, just to try and get a idea once it's fully dry how it looks. Because it doesn't actually look as bad as when it's Wait, did you just
Did I just what?
flick?
No.
That's just,
How could I flick?
I don't know. It's just
What's up? Let's see. Mum. Sit down. No, sit down. Just bring the door.
So yeah, what I was saying before, I think if you look at the difference from where I put in new filling, I don't actually know how well I can see that because Rob.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to.
No, it's okay. It's white compared to like the yellowy colour, so I do have that bone colour. I might need to get some support in there because that doesn't feel all secure. But I might do it to match instead of a bright white, get some of the rathbone yellow, and that might actually put it back in.
Oh, yeah.
Because like here as well needs a coat of paint. The only thing is obviously it doesn't overlap as well, but it's one of those things. But the door, yeah, how weird is that?
I'm going to uninstall OBS.
But I can go over here with the black now. And
That's the same camera.
I do have a shine, so I can have the shine back to the door. Because it will dry matte. I have this fantastic varnish. That will, and I actually need to post on
Keep an eye on the comments just for a minute.
Martin's thing. So I have a matte and a gloss. Matte isn't actually as good. It doesn't go as matte. Grace, everyone is frightened to say anything to you, Grace. We all thought best to keep quiet. Yeah, to be fair, white patch is gone. What white patch? Richard Grace never admits to it. Sure, this isn't here what we made earlier. Dan Sterling, good evening, sweetheart. Ha, moving hand. So is it back working or the feed itself is frozen?
I'm going to just have to uninstall OBS, I think.
Weird.
Which is annoying because I've got everything set perfectly.
Or is it worth before we do that changing the socketed thing because you did change the USB that it goes in?
Otherwise it wouldn't appear in the control panel. Would it?
Got to find something to do on a Saturday evening. Go on then. Bye. Not much on telly. That is a better grey. One of 50 Shades. That was awful, Paul. That's Sad Marie. Looking good.
Right, which one's that one?
Oh, no, that is that one.
Right.
So it is working now.
Right, 2 seconds.
Oh, I don't know.
Transition it over to that one.
Until it freezes again.
Until it freezes again.
So we are now back on here. Yeah, I do have these two varnish. This gloss works really, really well. This not so much. It still leaves a shine to me. I do half wonder if they put the wrong one in my bottle, to be honest. But I can use that to shine up the door again and get that painted.
Come on. Get back to normal.
Yeah, try to. I need it a bit higher up than me.
That's because you're little. Right, where are we anyway in comments, Grace?
Looking good, Grace.
Oh.
Looking good, Grace.
Oh, okay. Dan, running new N-Class loco brought at the beginning of the week. Nice one. Grace doesn't want to go with it.
No.
Get the comments up on here anyway. So did you blame somebody else for it?
I just said, why did no one say?
Well, it's not their responsibility. They're viewers.
Yeah, but sometimes they do say things. So I was like,
Then your viewership will turn around and tell you to go do one.
no, actually, they've all said they're too scared. So I don't think they'd tell me to go do one.
Pete, love the wall texture, Grace.
That is what it was. I think when the person has plastered it, they've let it a bit rough to make it look like it is just rough plastering. And like I said, I really want to look into getting some of these linker kits and maybe make another one of these.
Are you cooked now, Malt? Are you done?
Partly so I can rebuild it so it's a bit more stable, but I really like putting it together. It was quite therapeutic, to be honest.
I'm going to change that so it's not so hard.
You know, and the slight perfectionist in me was like,
No. Nope.
no, I do.
No.
Looks a bit normal again.
You said normal.
Yeah, but it looks more like a door. I'm not talking about us.
And your mum said it's always someone else's fault, never Grace.
Yep.
It's called delegation, isn't it?
Yep. I can't
We could blame your mum.
I
It's
can't.
your mum's fault.
do work, read comments, and notice that.
And Digger, has it always been that way, Maria? And John and Holly, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much. If you could, it would be much appreciated, guys. And we have missed our live streams. We have missed making the videos.
Didn't we do a live stream last week?
I know we did last week, but we missed. We were supposed to do other live stream, and then the internet got in the way, and then
Yeah.
But we haven't done making videos for over 2 weeks.
No, somebody took our... and then we weren't doing that. It kind of like...
Chewing his toes.
was like a mental break, wasn't it?
Yeah. Simon, that's a cracking good job with painting the door.
That was bad.
Pete. I want to get a Rob and Grace mini-me enjoying a pint outside. We do need to try and get ourselves scanned at some point, don't we?
Well, I would like at some point maybe to try and do a little trip to go see there and WWS.
Maria always blamed her brother, blamed her brother Charles. He was always in trouble.
Yeah, and he didn't deserve it.
John always said that's a good idea, Pete. Richard, just to let you know, I'm all okay on the screen now. No, just to let you know, all okay on the screen.
So just
See, you've scared Richard. You put the fear of living God into him.
good.
Digger, well, poor Charles, I bet he took the rap for everything.
No.
Brian Finnerton last live next week.
I've just got to repaint all this as well because it's got
Timber,
damage.
Pete, it's a linker building, not made by Grace. It's made of linker walling blocks then overcovered with texture to represent a rendered building.
I do like what they've done to it, honestly. I just like even how the buildings together, certain parts, and I'm like,
Brian, Rob, just sit on a photocopier. That's only for OnlyFans, mate. Dan, looking forward to the run to Skeggy tomorrow. Planning on going on the roller coaster. What fun. Just so I know it's not YouTube, I've seen 2 retracted messages. Is that retracted by the typer or is it YouTube? I really don't trust YouTube tonight. You digging potatoes out your ears again, folks? God, it's been years since I went to Skeggy.
I don't think I've ever
What
been.
did I go to Skeggy for? I can't
Have
remember.
I ever been there, Mum?
You're not missing much, and I'm allowed to say that because I'm from that neck of the woods. Pete does look superb, Timber. Wish I'd seen him before. This one, it was just, well, I say by fluke. The guy actually held it back for us in this little bric-a-brac store that we go into.
I might need some more detail brushes. These are getting a bit.
Paul, Brian 1.0 will be no more, but he will always be 1.0.
First the worst, second the best.
Go.
What third with the airy chest?
Was it? I don't know.
I can't remember.
Different schools. Timber's got all the linker molds, not made any for 20 years.
Yeah, well, they bought out some new ones, which on a few people's comments of like how delicate they were and that, I wonder if they've made improvements on it. So I'm thinking with finances, just make up sets at some point. But that is something I would love to get.
It would be so cool instead of having all those around it. RGJ 2.0. Should we follow in Brian's footsteps?
Hell no.
RGJ 2.0. Simon's been to Skegness when he was younger. Maria, they didn't want you apparently.
Sort of nothing.
Dan, that's the sort of building made from plaster which uses mould for making the brickwork. Yes, indeedy.
Yeah, and I really had fun building it. And I said, and it would be nice to make my own buildings, but I would probably redo this just to imperfections.
Timber, yes, Dan, it's called Linker, still available. Timber, if you want to share the link to the new website, you go for it, mate.
I'm just thinking up the prices.
Simon, Pete will be around Skegness at some point. Pick the stations off the poacher line. Timber, the moulds used to be a modern type of rubber, could curl up or perish over time. The modern blue ones are made of silicone.
Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking of just buying bits in. So I'd have to firstly go for this lot to try and replicate it, but it could make some very unique buildings.
Oh, yeah.
So that is on my list.
Brilliant, thanks, Timber.
Who's seen the new WWS announcement?
Right, I was asked today who is Timber, sir, and said I'm not allowed to tell. No, it's a big secret. Andy got stuck up in the shed, absolutely peed it down.
Oh.
Yeah, it's done that all day here, mate. John and Holly, first the worst, second the best. The third the one with a hairy chest. The fourth the golden eagle.
Okay, I never heard the golden eagle.
Where's the dirty rascal coming?
Or the dirty rascal? I don't know.
Dan, I have 2 sets. It's got all sorts in. Built the church out of it. Looks brilliant. I do like them myself. I really do.
I really want to have fun. I know it takes patience in getting the plaster right and basically getting everything dried and then
Well, I think I could manage to make the plaster right, considering how much plastering I've done.
No, I know. I'm just meaning you'd have to do a bulk load of making or buy extra moulds, but I'm thinking buying enough moulds that I can make this. It just... What else needs a bit of...
Dan, me and Becky singing earlier on while playing trains. Oh, it's your fault it's been raining then, Dan. Right, everybody blame Dan for the weather. Andy, blame Dan.
That does...
Pete, just stopped here, Andy. It's actually gone a bluish sky out there tonight.
Yeah, it's
With, you know, typical law, you know, the fact that we finished work, we could have done with drier weather during work.
Oh! Have you looked to see if you can get a pair of welly boots? I really want to have a couple of welly boots at the front.
Well, it'd more than have a couple of pairs, wouldn't it? It'd have a few pairs.
That's what I'm saying, a couple of pairs.
Brian, you could have said he's a grumpy cat. Andy, I think we've had ours and yours, Pete. Yeah, and I think we've had ours, yours, and everybody else's. But we can't complain because it is Wales.
Yeah, but it felt like every time we got a patient is when it poured.
Timber, don't mind meeting people in person, just don't want my mug on social media. Apart from every time we do a video. You can't blame us for that because we didn't print the photo out.
No, but I do want to get a wall of old pictures and let people that have visited here and get them printed out. I think that would be quite nice.
Paul Woods blames Mr. Grimm. Brian says Mr. Grimm. Pete thumbs up thumped. And Pete sharing out some links. What is it? 17.
Yeah, I still don't know what I think.
Timber, I actually do free downloads. You can print your own windows.
Who, what, where, when?
Print your own tops, print your own tea cases, print your own linker size headed light windows on acetate.
Huh.
Yeah, if we've got the capability, forget it.
Capability.
That's the one I was looking for. Right, I'm on Timber Source videos, I think, and Dawn Quests. And we have a crashed Morgan. Pete, been waiting for the thunderstorm, Andy. Love a good fireworks show. Paul, Surfy, is that Windows 95, Windows 98? Lyndon, those walls remind me of my grand's house. We used to have to paint in regular and lime wash paint. Oh, God, yeah. Burn your hands while you're painting it. That's what lime wash does. Andy, yeah, Pete, cheeks pyrotechnics. Timber, no Wolfie mine won't open. Richard asking Brian, where did he go?
You know, things like this I'd probably paint before I put together. Which possibly they did, but now it's like restoring it.
Welcome, John. Brian, what do you mean, Richard? I think he was just checking in on you, Brian. Andy, we haven't heard any rumbles of thunder. We were supposed to have a thunderstorm warning.
Were we?
Yeah, I just don't know where. Where? I don't know when.
Probably tomorrow. Knowing our luck.
You and your big mouth.
I'd rather be realistic and expect.
So that being said, the weather's not that good for the next 7 days.
Oh, we've already had our Welsh summer. You should
Yeah,
know
true.
better. See, the only one I am going to struggle to really fix is that one there. So I don't know. Because of a petition, I might be alright because this is like the end of our wall. So you're not actually going to see that really. I might just put maybe a bit of moss up it instead. Because I also lost part of the window pane.
That's a pain. Which show, Brian? Tom says none there either. Timber, you could buy window sheets and curtains with linker, but no longer. So I designed an extensive range so peeps can build scratch designs and get the windows for them. Brian's confused.
I love what they did with like this little plant pot inside though. I absolutely adore that.
The show with Dawn Watson. Richard. Bryce, sorry, thought you and Timber were at a show.
Oh, they never painted this bit either.
John Holly, I wish the man who did our baseboards had used screws rather than nails. It would have been made it easier to attach the extension board we have.
Oops.
Yeah, that's a fair comment actually. Screws would have been better.
Oh, we've got a fruit.
Timber, I do have a video of you not working. Dave has asked me to send it to him.
Ah. Who's that to?
I don't know. Snowy. Looks like one of those pretty Christmas village houses. Just needs lights and snow.
Oh, don't.
Brian's at the Shrewsbury show today.
Oh my god, we could make something if we
Mav, got to go, guys. Sorry, I need to unbury my bed, or Kevin and I don't have anywhere to sleep tonight.
Oops.
So many packing boxes surrounding my bed. I feel like I have to build a fort.
We could make a building for like Christmas. That's a very good point.
John, you take care, Mav. Thank you for popping in, buddy.
Night, darling.
John and Holly, we had some thunder and lightning earlier, but seems to have stopped now. Da-da-da-da. Lyndon, you need a climbing rose around the door. It's a good idea, but
I think too much on this one. Because this is a farm cottage rather than just like a little cottage in the middle of nowhere. But it's an idea to do.
it's a good idea.
Because I could even make like a smaller cottage, like one long one.
060. House looks fantastic. Great skills, Grace. Brian says it was a good turnout. Zimba, I do like the tile gable end. It's a very good scratch build.
Oh, it's a beautiful scratch build. I've got to say, that's why I fell in love with it. Rob showed me it and I kind of decided it was mine. He did not even get a look in.
Hi, Grace. It's a village pub. It might have been, but now it's going to be a farmhouse.
Well, I think like with that window there, that pattern window, I do think possibly that's what they had it as.
More than likely.
Because you used to get that on the old pubs, didn't you? So I do wonder if it was a pub.
And Dan said it looks like an old-fashioned pub. I'll tell you what that reminds me of. The Arms.
Along the road that always gets hit.
No.
Which one then? I'm trying to think.
2 seconds, I'll get a picture up.
I was going to say, I think of that one that's been crashed into and sold so many times. That white one there.
That.
Okay. No, I'm thinking of... Do you know the one I'm thinking of?
Mine got a clue.
The one that's along the country road on the island. That's been sold so many times. Been crashed into so many times.
Do you mean that by Time Faithfully?
I think so, yeah. The long white one
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
actually went there to eat many years ago. It makes me think of that as well. Yeah, that is definitely on the list, so I don't know why that's cracked.
Can you not adjust the camera a bit so they've got more base on view? So they can actually see what you're doing instead of from the side?
I can do it, it's just hard for me to be in a comfy position and...
No, we don't care about you.
No, I noticed. I've just painted over where I was going to gloss. That was stupid.
Yeah, the dog's definitely broke.
You knew this anyway.
He's absolutely crushed.
Yeah, because he's come back and had a little play, hasn't he? And
Squeaking his ball. We're on balls again.
you keep doing it, not me. It's probably on your mind, dear.
Oh, always. He's always on my mind. Can't shout at me. Brian started singing first. Pete, looks very similar to the Metcalf pub.
Oh, yeah?
Have we got a Metcalf pub?
No, I don't think so.
I do like it though.
I think it's stunning. Like I said, that's why I pinched it off you first thing.
I wonder if he comes across any more, he might keep them for us.
Yeah. No, I kind
He
of...
might do.
I get the little feeling with how easily this broke, whether they've even maybe broken on transport. Sadly. But he knows our style as well, doesn't he? He's a good lad.
We need to pay him another visit. Due a visit.
We are, actually.
And if you ever are in the area, there's a bric-a-brac shop on William Street in Holyhead. Halfway down, left-hand side.
Right, let's get this door reglossed.
Let's get the what?
Door reglossed. It was a glossy door and I did like that. But my paint's dry matte, so I've got the gloss to source it.
We can rebuild it.
Yeah, this paintbrush is definitely gone.
I'll catch it up. Well, it's just called collect. Dan, there's a pub in place called Shirebrook, just a village down from me, looks exactly the same. It's stone with white window frames.
That could easily be done in this kit.
Yeah. Timber. They are delicate as cast from plaster of Paris. They're better at casting materials like Herculite, but are stronger. Adding PVA to the mix also makes them less brittle. I suppose as well you could also use slivers of the plaster bandage to strengthen them.
I think the other problem is obviously because we don't know who created it.
Oh, Timber says you can strengthen them by painting the inside with neat PVA. It sinks in and gives it a bit more structural strength.
That's handy to know, but whenever we get the kids, you might need to remind me.
Pete, did you see that model shop Anthony went into in Germany? It was massive. We didn't. No, I don't know if anybody else did.
Yeah, we've not been watching videos though, have we?
We've
I'm posting.
anything really. Well, we managed to sneak peek last night. That was a bit. How many weeks?
Yeah, and even then it was of a finished article.
Well, not quite so finished because I stuffed up. Sorry, Martin.
So what I've actually done here deliberately is I'm just painting the door frame. I'll do the rest after, but hopefully to show you guys the difference. Not that it seems to be showing that well.
Timber, I did Pete. So well stocked and very neat and orderly. Whereas if you go to a modelling shop in Denmark, you might come across Rod Stewart.
Yeah. He's still a lucky duck with that.
That's so jammy. Absolutely jammy as hell.
But it shows what they say is true.
What?
How he does it when he's live and goes away touring.
I might have to look at Anthony's video.
Why is this very dark? Because it's not really showing it that well.
Yeah, you got the light, Grace.
Yeah.
Pete didn't know where to start looking. Someone link that video for me, please. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Simon Trains. I'm starting a scheme for the Manchester Christmas Model Rail Show in December. Want to get that one, but when I check hotels, but they're pricey. Some aren't at the moment.
Can't get rid of that line.
Premier Inn and Travel Lodge in Sale. And that's literally on the M60.
Where's the Travelodge in Sale?
One where you decorated the lift with curry.
Was that Sale? Was that under Sale?
That was Sale.
Where the Premier Inn is more out of town, isn't it?
Yes. Timber, very typically German-like.
Just don't stay near Stockport Hospital. Although, to be fair, that wasn't a bad travel lodge, was it? It just, if I ever fell ill, I was like, do not take me to Stockport. Because that's when I was a bit poorly at the time, wasn't it?
We haven't stayed at a travel lodge in Stockport. You're thinking of the Wednesbury one on the far side of Manchester.
I'm thinking of one that had the tram line near it. And we saw that staffy.
That was on the far side of Manchester.
Yeah, but didn't we work out if you were ill, it would be Stockport they would take you to? There was something at the time
It depends what's wrong with you.
Well, but that was the thing at the time, like they're not taking me to Stockport because it was after
But it was closer to Wythenshawe than it was Stockport.
Wythenshawe's not a bad hospital.
Wythenshawe's all right.
Except it has 2 X-ray departments and they never tell you which, so that gets confusing. So I'm just letting that dry up.
Right. Simon, I've seen Travelodge and Crew for £45 at the moment. Uh, 060. I've ordered my rail from a shop in Berlin called Berlinski. Thanks, Timber. I should not have opened that. I've lost that channel. I need to copy.
Or HO then, Harry. So I don't know if you guys can see from this angle. I've tried to get it so the light isn't so shining on it. But it's broken again then.
I didn't click on it there instead.
But I don't know if you can really see that well.
Grant and I took a quick trip to Aachen. Hunabines, and it is big. Just I'm not going to go in detail. I just want to show some of this.
I'm going to sort them now, Mike.
Okay, that's shot.
But I wanted to show you how it looks non-shined and shined.
It wasn't ever one we're going to go to.
Where's my phone?
Very close.
Get it better than that.
Long DB Shanker one here in red. I think I'll get that one because that'll go with my CFL. And then they have
a lot of choices on it. Yeah, I can see it.
But they also, you know, have the silver one. I have one of them.
Really?
Oops.
Sorry, Anthony. That is weird.
What is going on? Oh, window capture.
No, I've just done that.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
think
one it was on.
OBS might need a reset.
I think OBS needs to kick up the butt. That's weird, that was. We'll close that window now.
I think so.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Don't tell me this is going to loop
OBS.
again.
OBS needs to kick up the butt.
I think that proves it is OBS. Oh, thank you, Harry. Harry's just said it's fixed now. So I do think that shows that OBS is getting all its signals mixed up. Yeah. So unfortunately, guys, it's coming to the point that we're going to have to shut things down. But like I said, we are working. We do need to chill. It's not only been a shift today, but ended up being a longer one than planned and quite a busy one. So
A nice one, though.
yeah, don't get me wrong.
Really nice shift.
It was nice. I loved the control staff as well. But you know, it's just one of those days you're like, you know, and we do need to rest before tomorrow. Where usually we have a day to do that, don't we? So I don't know whether to just gloss all of this black paint, if it should be glossy. I think it was once upon a time glossy. Some of it is still glossed. So I don't know if it's worth just going over and glossing and just giving it all a bit of a retouch. But unfortunately, it's not a lot for tonight, guys. But we can't really help that.
Andy's shooting off.
Oh, no night, Andy, darling.
We will be shooting up ourselves later. And don't forget, when we do run off, disappear, you will get a link at the end of our stream straight over to Andy's tomorrow. Andy, we will try our best. We keep saying this, but every time we say it, it never seems to work out.
Yeah, well, now we're the only crew. We are kind of here, there and everywhere, aren't we now? Where before we had the luxury of other crews on, so it...
Simon Trains, was that why the late 8:30 start? Yeah, we got back into the house at 7:30.
And then we needed a bit of time just to chill from the day. No,
Get a cuppa, have a chill.
no, it's not really showing it. I think we need to sort out the settings again. It's very dark anyway. But that is shiny now. It's a bit washed out, but it should show them. It does show the shine, doesn't it? It could even be OBS that's causing this, though.
But OBS can get deleted. So yeah, sorry it's been a short one tonight.
There we go. You can see the shine is there. Trying to use my phone, but
We are trying to get back into the swing of it, but and
Like
again, in the bottom of my heart, all the messages about Morgie have been massively appreciated, and I know our resident vicars have said prayers, and we've also explained to them, while not religious ourselves, they've been appreciated, and it's all obviously helped a little bit because, again, he's not on the mend as such, but it's
more
put a
himself.
halt to it.
But yeah, I think the roof, I've obviously got to decide. I'm not overly keen because I liked the grey that was on it. Maybe that's why it is. I kind of like how it was.
Can you wash that off?
Yeah. Water just gets it off.
Okay.
That's what happened with here, but
Right, do you want to talk face to face for a minute?
I really want to see my face.
That way. That way. It ain't deep.
But as you can see, I even got out of uniform and in loungy stuff. But, yeah, so I think I've got to have decisions. Maybe it's part tiredness or just... It's a colour I got initially and I thought, oh, that's going to be brilliant. But it definitely comes out more blue than it shows on this. And like I say, you add a bit of white to it and it goes even more blue. So it's not a colour I think I'm going to get again.
No.
Because Payne's grey, I thought, well, it's... I don't know. Might come in handy for something, but not at the moment or something. But then I could just be biased because that is grey and I like the grey on it. If I was doing it from scratch, then it might work. So I've got to have a thing. And obviously I need to get timbers, chimneys, decide which ones and get them primed to attach them as well.
Oh, God, yeah.
And cut that chimney off as well because that one there is still hanging on. So they're going to get some more intricate ones.
So yeah, thank you very much for dropping in. Thank you all for your patience. It has been massively appreciated. And that's great. You want to get head off.
My eyes hurt.
And hopefully, I'm not going to say we will get back to normal because it's all very sort of fluid at the moment with Morgan.
Oh, change of meds from tomorrow night or Monday. It's
So
seeing how he copes and that.
we will do our best, but obviously keep an eye on the YouTube post tab, and we will do our best to keep you either updated on that, or we'll do little shorts to keep you updated as well.
1 minute warning. Thank you, Paul, darling.
So we'll switch it over to the building. And massive love from the both of us to all of you. Genuinely appreciated. You all
Straight now.
take care and good night.
Night, everyone.